so you can see it. Okay, so as we said, setup wise is good. Just be careful when you're trying to hit a shape or shot. That's your target line, and we're trying to hit a fade. We're not aiming over there somewhere. Yeah. We're looking at the balls to land and just spin left to right, not curve in the air humongously one way or t'other. Okay. Now this on the left was your first one. It was a little bit fat. Okay, so as your club, everything's good from here now. That club just falls down at this point here. Probably a frame between there and there. That club is a little bit now behind your hands. Okay, so the circle now has moved a little bit off to the right. It means it bottoms out a bit early and you call it a bit chunky. Okay, this one here now, as the club then comes back down, that club now is certainly more in line with the hand. It's still a little bit on the inside, but we're talking minute amounts. Okay, though this one here now for me is probably, as we said, that's where it was there, just below the hands, up there when it was back a frame. It was back there, wasn't it? So roughly when it's level, you're kind of back here. So that gap between hands and club, for me, if you're trying to play a draw off the right hand side, then yeah, fine. But the shape we're trying to sort of heal in now is that club more in front and more neutral flight, not getting slingy. Your slingy one's always the bad shot. Yeah. Or the save slingy one that just bails out 40 yards right. And it's going to be very tough, as we said. And you'll know when you're playing your best, whatever time that may be, when you can shape it both ways, left to right, right to left, high and low. You've got full control of that club face and you can manipulate that club a lot better. If it's just on the inside here now, all you can really hit is either a flicky draw or a blocky thinny one or a fatty hooky one, kind of thing. And when you try to fade, as you said, because the club's a bit more on the underneath, you just thin it a little bit. Yeah. Okay? So getting that club back in front. Once you go back in front there on the range, on the sim, the angles were great. I mean, that line there, that line down to the golf ball, as you swing through, you handle the club, go down that line, lovely. Good strike as you swing through. The handle now just tracks up that line on the way through. So the angles you're swinging the club on there are really, really, really good, okay? Just on occasions with this one, gets it behind him, so the angles then get a little bit out to the right, and it results in 2 shots, as we said. Based on a reasonable good shot, block or hooky one. Yeah. But you could also lead to fat and thins on there because the club is a bit underneath. Yeah. Kind of make sense in here? Yeah, good stuff. I mean, a lot of good things I think are working nicely there. When you've got the range, or so the sim wall, it's flat, you can get the club back in front because it feels square. When you're out on here and there's no real assistance, the first kind of one defaulted into, I'm going to aim a bit there. And we saw that Castle Coombe in the practice round, that 17th, you're aiming over there somewhere. I was like, where's he going? And actually, your tee shot ended up perfectly on the middle of the fairway, but you aimed it 40 yards right at the body. The club face was 20 yards right at target, so you got that slingy hook, but actually ended up okay. But it was, how are you going to get there?
There's 4 things going on. I remember you saying
it's too many variables, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And again, you've got to rely on so much timing on that. Bit twitchy under pressure, good scorecard going, bit of tension. One doesn't work so well. Doing quick hook left or a block right and stuff. So get that club back in front again, and you can play about with different shapes, left to right and right to left, different trajectories. Okay, when you're swinging at your best, you can do both. When you can't hit a fade, your light bulb moment when you can't fade it is, I'm too far underneath on the inside. You can't fade from that, it's impossible. How much you try and do it, it won't work. The club can get back in front, we can get that fade. Okay, mate?
Cool.